Hi everyone, it's Galban here, and today I want to talk to you about new Nintendo 3DS only games. These are games that are only compatible with the new Nintendo 3DS that got launched 2 months ago. The first and currently only announced one of these, which got launched this week, is Xenoblade Chronicles. I want to go through with you how the packaging is different, how the cartridge labels are different, where the cartridge might be different compared to a normal cartridge, and also what happens if you try and boot the game on a normal 3DS rather than a new 3DS. So we're going to start with that. Now the first thing obviously we're going to talk about is going to be the packaging to the box. So I'll move the game aside. So there's the box. As you can see, if I compare that to a normal 3DS packaging, you can see that the boxes are, they've made some changes. For starters, Nintendo has turned the box is black. Same size, same shape, exact same box, it's just in black now rather than white. And not falling over. So that's now a different colour. They've also moved the Nintendo 3DS logo and replaced it with the new Nintendo 3DS logo, but that now goes along the top of the screen, top of the box, rather than the side of it like it used to. Also, the rest of the packaging is all black compared to the normal 3DS back boxes, all printed, all the bottom bit, which is normally white, is now black. The other thing that's obviously a way to point out is to look at the little chart they give you. Now, as you can see on here, this is Smash Brothers. So it says on here that the game will work with a Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo 2DS, 3DS XL, or Nintendo 2DS, but it won't work with DSi, DSi XL, DS, and DS Lite. If we look at the one for Xenoblade, as you can see, they've now said that it will not work with Nintendo DS Lite, Nintendo DS Lite, Nintendo DS, Nintendo DS Lite, DSi or DSi XL. It's not compatible with the 3DS, 3DS XL or 2DS, but it is compatible with the 3DS and it is compatible with the new 3DS and the new 3DS XL. They also say whether it's compatible with amiibos and which amiibo it's compatible with, which is only Shulk at the moment. But it's all pretty much the same box. It's just in black now. Now, the other thing I want to point out, it's a bit of a weird one. The actual inside of the case is identical, and even they haven't actually changed the print. It still just says Nintendo 3DS. So the box is exactly the same. Doesn't say new Nintendo 3DS. It just says Nintendo 3DS. But the thing that I found interesting is, one, they could have done some nice character prints down the side on the back sheet, as they have done in the past. But the other thing is, on European 3DS promotional equipment now, paperwork now, they say that the currently available platforms, 2DS, new 3DS and new 3DS XL. So I'm guessing they're going to be getting rid of, as has been rumoured, they're getting rid of the original 3DS hardware, 3DS XL hardware, replacing it with the new 3DS XL. But it looks like the 2DS is going to remain as kind of like a budget platform. If you see what I mean, it will still be there, but it should be like cheaper, discounted ones. So that's that. That's how you identify that. If you move on to the game, now the game itself, the cart is exactly the same. I'll step down a second. Exactly the same as the cart for a normal 3DS game. The difference only being the fact that where it's normally white, it says Nintendo 3DS, and the CE mark and the product name at the bottom, that is now all in black with white writing, and the words new Nintendo 3DS is printed rather than just normal Nintendo 3DS, so it's a slightly bigger margin. Apart from that, it's exactly the same. The dimensions of the cartridge are the same as well, so you can stick the cart into a normal 3DS. But what I'm going to do is I'll just quickly turn the lights off, just so you can see the screens better. Ooh, spooky. Right, so this is my 3DS. What I'll do is I'll just stick the Xenoblade game in it. It's kind of hard to do when you're using one hand. Right, so there's Xenoblade. There you go. You get the sword logo, you get the little icon for the cartridge, which is Shulk's sword as well. So that means you can play the game. So if I now remove that from my new 3DS. Now we take the other half's European 3DS, and what I will do, I will now stick the Xenoblade into that. You see the sword icons appeared. It makes the same noise when you go to the cartridge logo. Now if I try and launch the game, this is new Nintendo 3DS software and cannot be used on this system. You go okay, kick back. So that's good because it actually does warn you that the game is only compatible with new 3DS. That's the way I do it. Now, I was going to try the game on a Japanese 3DS. And normally when you try and put games from different regions into 3DSs, you just get a blank tile. You don't get the cartridge, it doesn't load. But something weird happened today. Whenever I've tried it, it's always been the case. But in the recent firmware update, Nintendo have made some changes. I don't quite know what or why. But put it that way. So this is my Japanese 3DS XL Charizard edition. Now there is no game installed. No game is in. Now I've got my copy of Pokémon Ruby. This is a European copy of Pokémon Ruby, and I've also got my Japanese copy of Pokémon Sapphire. Now, to prove that, I will stick my copy of Sapphire in. There you go, Pokémon Sapphire has the cart icon. I'll then remove that. Now I found this today, and when I was actually doing this video first time around, I've ended up redoing it. I was kind of shocked. If I take my European copy of Ruby, again European, CE mark on it, and I stick it into my new into my XL, as you see, it comes up. It actually bans it. And it's actually got the Pokemon Ruby logo, the one that comes with the game. If you have Pokemon Ruby, like the one it did for Sapphire, but if you try and launch it, you get a message. That's all in Japanese. We can't read that, can we? Well, what we can do, I'll take my copy of Ruby out again, and what I'll try is, just to prove something anyway, I'm going to try sticking in a European copy of Majora's Mask. I'll stick that in. Doesn't read at all. So you go, oh, maybe the card's broken, maybe the card doesn't work. No, I'll close the 3DS and I will come back to the normal 3DS, open it back up, and I will stick Majora's Mask in. There you go, Majora's Mask. That loads that fine. So I'll remove that cartridge again. And this time I will stick in the European Ruby. Stick that in. There you go, Pokémon Mega Ruby, English branding. I won't launch it because it's the other half's console and I don't want to having the tag data on it. But then I'll take my Japanese Sapphire, stick that back in. There you go. Pokémon Sapphire label. This game cannot be used. So they seem to have made changes with the firmware to say, with certain games, to say whether you can run them. I'm guessing Pokemon's Ruby's on there purely because the Pokemon Ruby had the capability of running Japanese language, but things like Majora's Mask is only in English. I don't have Japanese text. So I'm guessing, I don't know, it just kind of threw me aside today when I was doing this video originally. But anyway, so let's go back to my Japanese 3DS, open it back up again. Right, so we currently have no cartridge icon. Now if I stick Xenoblade in, what do we get? So, UK Xenoblade Chronicles, plug it in, and the same as Majora's Mask, nothing appears. So you can still tell that the game is region locked by the fact that nothing appears on the cartridge, but they seem to have made changes to it for certain games that actually have Japanese language enabled on them, like Pokemon. Okay, well that's it. Let's hope that's helpful. Kind of gave you a bit more information than I was originally heading for, and hopefully that will help you guys if you are going to look to buy games that are new 3DS only, and not already own the hardware. Alright, take it easy. Bye.